industry is important for Fife. It's important for our young people in Fife. Fife young people are unbelievably creative, unbelievably passionate about all terms of creative industries, and they deserve an opportunity to study and learn and have and develop industry within Fife. That's part of the Scottish economy and is actually also part of the world economy. So the work and the talent that comes out of Fife is exceptional, and I've always been proud to be part of the educational side of it.
And just the information and the support, just knowing that there's support out there and there's resources that can say, you need this help, speak to this person or that person, and just really giving you pointers in the industry in terms of the support that's available.
But I think the last speaker made it clear that I think there may be resources and help and funding available even for well-established businesses like mine, which is in fashion. Because sometimes skilled people that are skilled in a particular craft like mine, which is very hands-on, they don't have other business skills, and you've managed to stay afloat for a long time, but you could really perfect your other business skills like marketing or sales.
I think building the network is one side, sharing ideas. Initially, the work that Louise Troe is doing in terms of mapping creative industries in Fife and looking for strengths, but also for areas of opportunity where we need to develop new businesses or new creative organisations to take advantage of those opportunities.
The workshop is a 3-day event for senior pupils at schools across Fife to come and learn about the art school experience and life beyond art college as a professional artist. Well, over the course of 3 days, we have one artist coordinator who will be with the pupils for the full duration, and then we have visiting artists coming in each day to do different practical activities with the pupils. So one day we've got printmaking, another day sketchbook activities, and on the third day we have a design activity. This is the second year of the Head Start workshops at Balmungo, and this year we're very lucky to be funded by Fife Cultural Trust's Think Innovation programme. This means that we're able to extend the summer school to 3 days rather than 2 that we had last year. We've also been able to use an awful lot more in the way of artist materials for the different activities that we're providing the pupils with. So everything from printmaking materials, rollers and the like, to sketchbooks, really high quality paper, things that they might not have had any experience of using at school.
Well, I'm still studying at Dunfermline High School. And I've just gone into my 6th year and I'll be doing an art portfolio, so I'm busy working that up, and this has been like a really good experience to come here because it got me into doing like different things and experimenting with different ways to build your portfolio up, and like printing that we were doing yesterday. It's like really different things to put in your folio instead of just the normal drawing and painting. Yeah, it's been a really good experience.
It's really to take away the kind of unknown sense of going to art college, because they're all various levels with 6th year considering going to art college next year, maybe not sure of which direction they're going to take, design or fine art, but certainly interested in art college in general. And it's a bit of an unknown area. You know, the school is very different to art college, so it's just to give them a little bit of a starter and get a feel for what it's going to be like. So give them a little bit of practical information. The talks that we've been giving as artists, I was at college a very long time ago, so I couldn't remember very much detail about my course, but Madeline yesterday, fresh out of college last year, gave them lots of just practical information about how the course is structured, what they'll be expected to be doing, the sort of attitude she would encourage them to take. We all stress to make the most of the time and space, because at college it's such a luxury, and you leave college and it's a little bit trickier to get both of those. So it's giving them an idea of what they're going to get to, which I think is really helpful. I think I would have loved to have had that before I went to college.
I've just finished 6th year at St Columba's High School in Dunfermline, and in September I'm going to Galashiels to study textile design. And I think this has been a really good experience to learn a bit more about working independently and trying different things, and also it's been good to meet new people, a bit like you'll do at art college. And yeah, I've just really enjoyed it.
Well, today's one of, I think it's 5 events Fife College have been operating with the Think Innovation project. We're just kind of trying to bring out arts and crafts to the general public. At the college we've been doing craft fairs, workshops, cookery demonstrations, because in particular we're looking at food and cultural tourism as a key to this project. So we've got a lot of chefs been involved in the events throughout the year. What it allows us to do with the students is give them that added value to education. It takes what we practice in the classroom out to the community. So behind us we've got a girl doing cake decoration, we've got creative arts students doing jewellery designs. In previous events we've actually had chefs coming out to cook. So it's taking theory into the practical situation in front of an audience which they're not used to. So it's taking them out of their comfort zone and developing different skills. A great asset to them.
I came to one of these events possibly 4 years ago now. I found it really valuable at the time, and I've always remembered it as an event that punctuated my time being in Fife and working in Fife. So I wanted to come along to another one.
Well, I suppose I came today because I was wanting to find out more about Fife Contemporary Arts and Craft and what they're doing, and I saw this as an opportunity for myself to kind of enhance my practice through some of the workshops that we're offering today, so it's been very valuable. The Business Gateway workshop was very clear and enlightening. It was good for me, a confused individual regarding business, and to hear about crowdfunding, which is an upbeat and pleasurable kind of half hour listening to 2 really interesting young artists. It was great.
Okay, well, I've just been accepted into the First Steps programme in association with Fife Contemporary Art and Crafts, and that involves kind of like mentoring sessions and a grant to help me improve my business and really just kind of get it off the ground. I came along today just to kind of get some advice on how to make that happen and how to market myself, and it's been great to hear from you know, people from Business Gateway and other artists have, you know, actually made it.
The ACES project, it stands for Access to Creative Education in Scotland, and the purpose of the project is to support young people at local schools who are in S4 to S6 and interested in studying a creative degree area at university, such as art and design or architecture. Access to Creative Education in Scotland is a national initiative that's funded by the Scottish Funding Council, and it's to encourage more pupils from what we call low progression schools, so schools that don't send that many pupils to higher education, to consider studying a creative degree at university, and we offer events and activities to support the pupils in being successful in their application to university. I received funding from Think Innovation in order to put on activities in Fife schools. So most ACES activities take place on the University of Dundee campus, but in order for me to do outreach work, I received the funding from Think Innovation, and that's enabled me to come out into Fife schools. Activities I deliver in Fife include school visits, bringing portfolios out to schools, for example. That's a really important part of the application process for pupils who are applying to creative degrees. So bring out portfolios, talk them through what's required. Today, for example, we're doing an architecture outreach activity, so the pupils are going to be working through an architecture design task, and that should give them something to talk about in their application to university, and may even give them outcomes for their portfolio as well.